we not treat teachers with more respect? I think that phrase needs to be reduced to its simplest form. You're welcome, math teachers. Why do we not treat women with more respect? Because personally, I think it has less to do with them being a teacher and more to do with the fact that most of them are women. Teaching historically has always been categorized as a caretaker's job and viewed as a woman's profession. I say profession because it is. Society doesn't view teachers as professionals, they view them as babysitters. You know, some job that a woman does just to get out of the house and keep busy. But the same goes for most careers where women make up a majority of the workforce. Teachers, nurses, hairstylists, secretaries, etc. All overworked, all underpaid, all undervalued careers. In fact, of the top 10 female-dominated careers, only 2 of them actually average above a poverty-level wage. So the higher-ups, typically controlled by males, pay them less and devalue their efforts based solely on the fact that, they're just women. They should just stay home with the kids or enter into a man's career if they want real money. And the sad part is, the schools actually go along with this and push the narrative for more male teachers. As if more males are actually going to magically solve the problems of teaching. And yes, it's true, because every time I've been hired, I've been told, wow, this is so great, we have another male on the staff because they need help. But the truth is, the women teachers are just as capable, if not more. It's just we're giving them impossible tasks, larger class sizes, less administrative support, all while keeping the pay the same. In fact, no offense to the males that I've worked with, they would probably agree with me on this. The female teachers usually worked harder and yet received less accolades. Males don't need to save the profession. Males need to give the profession the support it deserves and value the women that do it for what they contribute. And parents don't respect teachers because they don't know what goes into teaching. Their awareness of the profession comes from what they see on the news and the comments online, which generally paint teachers as wanting more pay, but never tell you the story about what goes into them demanding it. As far as respect from the kids are concerned, teachers have a hard time making connections when the class sizes keep getting larger. Larger class sizes and more work on the teacher means less real relationships that are established in the classroom. We keep saying males can save it, males can save it, males in this instance probably being the fathers. Kids these days don't have a father at home, so it's natural they misbehave and talk down to their teachers. A child doesn't need a father figure at home to succeed, but they do need a parental figure at home. And sadly, this circles back to how we treat women. You can't give a single mother 1 week of paid maternity leave and then complain when her child doesn't turn out the way you want them to. You can't keep paying women less, requiring them to work 2 jobs, and then say they failed as a parent when you're never giving them the opportunity to parent. They say respect starts at home, but what happens when the parent or the child are never home? How can you single out the absence of a father in a kid's life when the workforce is demanding the absence of the mother too? That's like handing someone a bag of flour and 20 minutes later going, "Where's my cake?" 40 years ago, we could have baked it. What's wrong with you? Well, maybe things would be a little different if we gave everybody all the ingredients to start off with. Women can raise successful children. Women can teach successful children. Women can empower our society if we just give them the tools and respect instead of all the blame.